To all ignorant professors and mystic and obscure intellectuals, the Philippines is not a capitalist country. It is a mixed economy bordering on dictatorship. I say this because there have been strong attacks on capitalism by sectors in the Philippine society. The, the academics, the church hippies, and some politicians, especially those left in the House of the Representatives, have been attacking capitalism as the necessary evil or an evil system that must be destroyed and replaced by state welfare or government or welfare statism or socialism. They want our country to embrace the ideals of socialism. But first, let me define my terms. What is capitalism? Capitalism, according to Ayn Rand, is a social system based on the recognition of individual rights, including property rights, and which all property is privately owned. Why do I say this? Because the Gloria Arroyo administration has created more robber barons in its tenure, in its period in power. There have been a lot of robber barons in the past, particularly during the time of Ferdinand Marcos. But in the past 8 years of the Gloria Arroyo administration, a number of robber barons emerged and now looting and taking some favors from the government. They are the looters by law. They are criminals by law because they are using the government for their own advantage. These are not capitalists. These are robber barons. And in a free society, they deserve to be called and branded criminals. But it is the government that is making them or that is giving them favors. They are criminals and looters by right. I'm going to mention a number of robber barons in this country who do not deserve to be called capitalists. To call them capitalists is not merely a misnomer. It is adding insult to injury. In a true capitalist society, people accumulate wealth by ability. They do not mooch or beg. They do not loot. They work. In a true capitalist society, wealth is accumulated or gained through one's ability. Wealth is produced through hard work and industry. But in a mixed economy bordering on dictatorship, when a president or a leader is installed and that leader is evil or does not know how to run a government, the tendency is that robber barons will be created as a consequence. These robber barons have been extracting wealth through government contracts, and this must be stopped. One of the worst robber barons in the country is Enrique Razon. Enrique Razon has amassed so much wealth during the presidency of Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. For example, he was given a 6.2 billion peso contract to mine coal in 7,000 hectares of land in Catanduanes. It is the government that gave him the contract. He chairs the ICTSI, and he is also somehow associated with Aboitiz Group. And the Aboitiz Group, one of the largest companies in the country, controls power distributors like Davao Light and Power Company and a number of power distributors in the country. Another disgusting robber baron in this country is former presidential chief of staff Mike Defensor. This UP graduate, a former activist, student activist, who became a politician and then appointed presidential chief of staff of Gloria Macapagal Arroyo and ran senator but lost. Turned businessman, he was given a contract by the government of Gloria Macapagal Arroyo and put up his own company, two companies actually, the GeoGrace Philippines and the Nihao Mineral Resources, which he chair he chairs. Just recently, there was a signing of a contract between his two companies and a Chinese state-owned company to explore $150 million nickel plant in Zambales. So a lot of robber barons have been installed, have been created, have been supported by the government. Just lately, if you will remember the expensive dinner of President Arroyo and her party when they in the United States when they visited President Barack Obama, there were perks and thousands of dollars of treats there. One representative from Quezon City, named Danilo Suarez, he admitted that he treated the first couple and the party, the delegation, to a $15 dinner in Bobby Van's Steakhouse in Washington. A $15 million dinner treated by a representative. Now, it turned out that Suarez family business has been applying for 1 billion loan from government banks like bank like Land Bank and the Development Bank of the Philippines, including Banco de Oro. And another tweet made by later Representative Martin Romualdez was in New York. It's $20,000 tweet. Mr. Romualdez claimed that he footed the bill, but Mr. Romualdez himself became so rich during the time of dictator Marcos. So what I'm saying is that we are not a capitalist country. We are a mixed economy. That's the danger with the mixed economy. So to all those professors, to all those academics, who still believe that we are a capitalist country, think twice. Read books. Read Ayn Rand. We are not a capitalist country. We are a mixed economy. And we are sliding rapidly toward dictatorship. This system will only create robber barons and not capitalists. That's why foreign companies are pulling out their business out of the country because of this system. Thank you and good premises.